Welcome back, everybody. On a Tuesday night, I'm Hope Hines, and we are talking Shoney's 5K run with David Davoudpour, who is the CEO and chairman of Shoney's and the owner, and Chief Steve Anderson here of the Metro Police Department, and the guy in the white shirt down there has just joined us, Big Papa Pump.
Yep.
How are you, Papa?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Hope?
I'm doing great. Now, should you be wearing a white shirt or a black shirt?
Wrestling, I'm black, but now I'm a good guy here now, so I'm in white.
So tonight you're going to be the good guy.
Right.
That's great. And how many, you've been coming here almost as long as David's been doing this, haven't you?
Yep.
You guys have a friendship that goes way, way back.
27 years.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. So,
Long time.
So is that if you need some security, is that the guy you want to call right there?
Well, Chief first.
Well, I know, but Chief might be busy.
She's busy. Than
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you may want to call Papa. As a matter of fact, now he's in the Shoney's business.
That's right.
Got a restaurant?
Yep, just started. Been open for 2 months now.
Good. Well, that must be a pretty good endorsement. I mean, if he hung out with you and he thought, Dad, come, David, I need one of these.
That's right. Well, I used to always, travel the country, actually travel the world.
Yep.
I always wanted to have great food, and I thought, if I ever had that chance to, pass that along, then
You
of course,
do it. Get into it.
David bought Shoney's, and I always went to Shoney's before he bought it, so.
Yep.
I just actually got a franchisee that was by my house, so.
It just kind of all worked out, didn't
Yeah, tore it down and built a brand new prototype.
it? Will fans be able to see you Saturday?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you coming up? So bring your cameras, get your autograph papers together, and Scott will be happy to sign it and talk to you and whatever. Now we've got some good news about a Titan running back that's going to be showing up for Saturday, and Dexter McCluster. I guess he's going to be the official starter, which is good news for all Titan fans.
That's right. That's right. And thanks to Chief, I think under his leadership, he arranged that for us.
See, the Chief can do a lot of things, David.
lot of things.
He can, he really can. So
Powerful man in our town.
some things he can't do, but he can do a lot of things.
All the focus goes on the quarterback, and all they got to do is throw the ball. But somebody has to run down there and catch it.
Yes, they do.
Dexter's one of them, and he's very good at it.
Yes, there's no question about it. So, speaking of sports, we know that the Predators are fighting for their playoff lives tonight at the arena and against the Sharks. We've got the Sounds going on back here behind Channel 5, so we're surrounded with sports tonight, and we're talking a 5K run.
That's right. Not only a lot of prizes going to be that day for everyone.
Yep.
Participating obviously in the race. We do have a lot of fun as well. Right after the race is finished, we do have a famous band, a local band, local Nashville.
Let me guess. Who could that be?
I'll give you a hint. Soul Confidant.
Wow. Wow.
Soul Confidant, and
there
it's
you
gonna
go.
be out there, and we are so excited about them. And of course, one of the lead singer is going to be out there, Tiffany Johnson. She's going to be singing for us and having a good time. And like I said, it's fun things to do. It's not as serious as it might be, but it's fun things to do that day. We're going to be celebrating. We're going to celebrate Chief leadership. We're going to be celebrating all of the deputies out there. You name it, they're going to be out there that day. And along with that also, some of our local politicians are going to come out.
Oh, that's right.
Along with us.
Well,
Don't forget about that.
Hey, wherever you got police, you're going to have politicians somewhere around, or vice versa. I don't know how that works. One way or the other.
And I'm planning to reach out to Mayor Dean to ask for that day also.
Well, now that she's in her mayorship, she's got to show up.
Well, that's not Mayor Dean. Mayor Dean is going to thinking about being a governor, but he's not here today.
All right.
He's in Boston. He's coming back to Nashville on the weekend. That's what I'm talking about.
Now you're talking some real politics.
That's right.
Exactly. There you go. You're talking some real politics. Chief, not here in Nashville, but across the country, police departments are taking some hard licks and some hard knocks. And I know that perception is a huge thing with law enforcement, no matter what level you're at. You guys work hard at that. Not only do you have to protect the citizens and try and protect the property that everybody owns, be it business or individual or whatever the case, And so the more people that you get involved and on board, like David and his organization and his restaurants, it just works for the good of everybody, doesn't it?
It really does. You know, there's not anywhere that I go what somebody doesn't come up to me and talk about some positive encounter they've had with one of our police officers.
Right.
Kevin, that was just here as an example. Our men and women out there on the street, you know, they're very dedicated, number one, but they're very excited about their job. They really like what they do, and they have an understanding that what their job is to serve the community, serve the people. So we welcome any opportunity we can get to meet with the public, let them get to know us. This family day with Shoney's, one of them. We have 647 neighborhood groups that we meet with across Nashville, and last year we attended over 2,000 meetings with them.
Wow.
And I always say, you know, once you get to know us, you sort of like us.
Yeah, exactly.
So we welcome every opportunity to interact with the public.
And so whether you're a runner or whether you could care less about running, you come and support the police department this weekend. You show up if you want to get your picture made with the chief or with Big Papa Plump or with David Davoudpour. Shoney Bear will be there for the kids.
The Shoney's superb buffet breakfast.
Oh, I was going to say. Oh, listen.
You're going to have that, and you feel like you're in a Shoney's restaurant.
Yeah, if you can't get filled up on breakfast at Shoney's, something is wrong.
That's right. That buffet should be worth like $50.
So there are a lot of positives, a lot of top positives to being involved. And I can remember, Chief helped me here, but I can remember, because I came here in 1971, and I don't remember organizations, especially industry in the town, marrying up with the police department. Now maybe they did, but not quite to this level, at least I don't think. Am I right about that?
They really did not, and we're just miles ahead of other cities.
I think you are too. Yeah.
And the public is so very supportive, and we get invited to places that 10, 15, 20 years ago we would not have been invited to. Nashville likes their police department.
They sure do.
Again, just stop any officer on the street and talk to them. I get comments from people out of town visiting down on Broadway talking about their experience.
Right. Yep. Yep, and that's a very positive thing to take away from it, because, as I said a moment ago in my opening, talking about law enforcement, not every city can claim what Nashville can about its relationship with the public. Now, I'm sure there's some people, in fact, we know there's some people out there disgruntled with the police department. Always are going to be. It's like fans. They're always going to be disgruntled with their team, you know, unless they just win. And even when you win, somebody's going to be disgruntled. We all know that, right? So it's going to happen. But for the most part, you guys are doing a heck of a job of putting on a smiley face every day, no matter what the occasion, whether it's a wreck or a shooting or a robbery or domestic violence, whatever the case may be. You're there, you answer the calls, you know, and when you take that uniform off at night, you're just like the rest of us. You're just human beings. You got hearts, you got souls, you got loved ones at home. You do the same thing we do. The only difference is you got a badge, you got a gun, and you've got some power behind all of that, but you're taking care of everybody else and our property.
That's right. That's right. My God.
And that money that you're matching up and putting in, and these people pay to run, that's what it's all about. And hopefully, if you're listening tonight, you can still come out.
Right.
Right?
Right, absolutely.
Just show up.
Just show up. And what we do is drop in the bucket for what Chief has done under his leadership, quite frankly, making the police officer approachable.
Right.
You know, the things that you mentioned, you know, a couple decades ago, in 90s, in 70s and 80s, for the most part, police was not approachable. Chief, under his leadership, the department under the mayor's leadership, they really have made it really easy, approachable. Your police officer on the street, on the road, you know, they're not going to yank you out unless you behave differently, you know, which they're rightfully so. However, they go out of their way to be nice to every citizen, and above all, be safe.
Exactly.
We are safe. I mean, what part of that is not? That's the score. That's the touchdown. We are safe.
No question. Let me. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back and wind up in a few minutes. But I want to encourage people. Look, be proud of this police department. You've got something very special here. You've got some people here that dedicate themselves 24/7. You know, when that phone rings, they know they got to get up and go, no matter what it is. And so we have a lot to be proud of, and be thankful that we have a police force in force like we do. We will pause for this commercial message. We're not done. We'll come back right after this timeout.